Moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bring it. Sponge. No, 31.
Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 8 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
Watson's pass complete to Sammy Watkins. A gain of 6.
Another timeout.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
44, Mike, 41. Here we go,
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, Watson looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And McManus able to put it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Frag down.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, that one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
We got 3. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
We don't want this. Joker. Check. 43.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. He chucks him aside.
Bumped him.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
What is that? 19. 44. 29. We take it. 24. 29. Patrick. Switch. 49.
On 1st down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 36, Mahomes, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Coming this way. Here we go. Shit. 36. Check four. Hey, dribble in. Check the equipment. Safety's right.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Watson escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. And the catch made by Hopkins. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Slam. Back. 64, weak. Check 99. Watch the ship. 15. Watch the ship. You go tight. You got tight right there. 15.
On first down, it's Grant. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 47-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check 50. Chance. Out. Showing it. Check. Watch twitch. Watch it.
On the ground, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 43. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Switch. Check out. On Sunday.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant.
Check it back.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pull it together.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. To throw is Watson. Completes it to Miller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
41.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill. 44, Mike, 44. 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 44 is Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Frank Clark there on the stop. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
44 to Mike.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Grant. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike Fofo. Silver. Sponge.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run with Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play. First down, Houston.
18. 44. I got you.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Eifert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this second half. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Watson. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. They'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Check 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. 15.
They go back to Grant. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
I know you felt that one. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Joker. Hey, 57.
On 3rd down, Grant. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check 26, check 26. Check 24, check 24. Check 13. 66. Bullet high.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Cut. Mike's 56. Watch the slap.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Taylor. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Back to throw. It's Hill, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Yellow! Watch the curl! Attack! Hey, 57 colors! Get that ball.
desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Sets up fourth down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Houston, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.